The Lexus LS. That nameplate is the entire reason Lexus exists. It was the seminal car, the shot fired at the German giants, the vehicle that defined a generation of quiet, reliable, unshakable luxury. It set the tone for everything Lexus would become. So what does the modern Lexus, a brand struggling for a clear identity in the EV age, do with its most sacred name? They're turning it into a six-wheeled luxury minivan. You heard me correctly, a six-wheeled minivan. At the Japan Mobility Show, Lexus unveiled the LS concept, and they're not hiding from the term. In fact, they're rebranding. LS no longer stands for luxury sedan, it now stands for luxury space. This is, to put it mildly, a baffling strategic decision. We have to ask the most obvious question, which the article itself brings up. Does anyone in the world want a luxury minivan? The market for high-end minivans is geographically tiny, basically China and maybe a few specialty delivery services. This isn't a segment, it's a niche of a niche, and Lexus is pinning the legacy of the LS on it. Let's talk about the Gimmick, because you can't miss it. The 6 wheels, 4 wheels in the back. Lexus is making a big honkin' deal out of this. Their official line is that this setup helps open up more space for passengers and cargo by eliminating the wheel intrusion. Let's be realistic. How much cargo space is really being saved here? Enough to justify the engineering complexity, the added weight, the maintenance cost, and the sheer visual absurdity of a 6-wheeled vehicle. The article notes a Lexus rep said the added wheels can presumably add to comfort and could also turn. Presumably and could. That is not the language of confident engineering. That is the language of marketing speak trying to justify a design that was created for shock value. This is a novelty factor, plain and simple. It's a distraction to keep you from realizing that, in the end, this is just a very expensive, very weird minivan. Lexus promises it's properly luxurious. It has bamboo shades. It's serene. It's comfortable. You'll be pampered on the way to all the fabulous places you'll go, probably driven by a chauffeur or AI. This is the new vision, a lounge-type feel where seats can face each other so you can watch your kids ignore you on their gaming consoles in maximum bamboo-accented comfort. The cockpit design only doubles down on this confusion. The steering wheel and controls are centered. Lexus says the helm can move to the left or right, but it's set up to be used by a chauffeur. So, is this a car for owners or a car for fleet services? A car that tries to be both will inevitably fail at both. And what about the powertrain? The article states that to be quiet, all-electric power is a must. We're told this, but no specs are given. In an era where Tesla, BYD, and even the Germans are pushing hard on real, measurable EV performance, Lexus is showing us a concept that is presumably electric. It's not good enough. They are late to the EV party, and instead of showing us a competitive powertrain, they're showing us 2 extra wheels. If Lexus thinks this is a serious production proposal, they are misreading the entire global market. The luxury market wants one of 2 things: high-performance, ultra-luxury sedans that are extensions of the owner's ego, or massive, commanding SUVs that project status. A high-end minivan projects efficient carpooling. But the confusion doesn't end there. Lexus also debuted a little buddy for the LS, the micro-EV concept. The article describes it perfectly as a dystopian BMW Sedan. It's a tiny pod for one person, a last-mile city car that's supposed to be a super relaxing space, like a business-class pod. Again, what is the business case? This is another segment that automakers have been fantasizing about for decades, and one that consumers have uniformly rejected. It's a jewel box full of bamboo that solves a problem nobody has. The article says, see ya in 2050, and they're not wrong. This is pure fantasy. Lexus seems to be throwing everything at the wall, hoping something, anything will stick. They're taking their most important historic nameplate and watering it down into a luxury space that has no clear customer, no clear business case, and no clear advantage over the competition, aside from a gimmick that will be a maintenance nightmare. This isn't a bold new vision for the future. This is a sign of a brand that has lost the script. Subscribe to Shift 100 for more honest, critical car analysis that cuts through the hype.